Golden Goddess, good vid. You were honest, straightforward, and that's cool. Um, but I want to share my own thoughts on your video. And tell me if I'm wrong, but pretty much your definition of a bad boy had two components. The first component was that, you know what, a bad boy handles his business, right? He's kind of aggressive. He kind of grabs life by the horns. And the second component was on physical appearance. He was kind of rough around the edges, for, if I got you right. And, I hear what you're talking about. But here's the thing. Grabbing life by the horns, being aggressive in terms of handling your business on an everyday level is not a trait of a bad boy. It's a trait of a dude who's responsible, right? So I wouldn't call it a bad boy. I would call it just a regular black dude, right? An average black man, right? We have to be proactive, right? We have to grab life by the horns in terms of how we approach everything. I wake up every day knowing that whatever I do, I have to go hard, right? And I'm a teacher. I work, in education, so I even still have that approach when I'm dealing with, my coworkers, when I'm dealing with my students and all that other stuff. Like, I have to be pretty much, progressive. I got to be tough. I have to be proactive, just because that's what we have to do to be successful. We can't, be half-assed. We have to go hard at what we do, because we got to work twice as hard to get the same amount of what other people might get. The second part, where you said rough around the edges, that right there is the issue that I have with the whole bad boy thing. What a lot of black women don't understand is that being rough around the edges doesn't get you a position or a job where you can provide your family with health care, with a dental plan, with a vision plan, right? It can't help provide a family a safe environment to live. It just can't. We don't have that privilege of being rough around the edges. It's either, you know what, we have the straight line up, or we got, the rough beard going on. Like, we can't be in the middle. We can't, there's no room to half-ass it, right? Because we have to prove ourselves in the working world, and appearance is part of it. I can't come to school rough. Now, I have other teachers who come to school, rough, t-shirt, sandals, men and women, right? And a lot of them are white. I don't have that privilege because I'm going to look extra sloppy, right? If I came to work in jeans and a t-shirt, they wouldn't take me seriously. There'd be an issue just because of all the negative stereotypes of black dudes. So we have to make sure that our appearance is up to par. We can't exist in the middle. Yeah, there's certain times I want to grow my beard out, let it be rough for a little bit, but I can't. So it's either I cut it off, right, or wear it rough and risk the chance of people, labeling me as something I'm not. And for those of us who are working in a professional type of environment, perception is everything, right? You can work hard, but if you're perceived as lazy, that's how you're going to be treated. So we have to work hard, and we have to make sure that we are perceived as someone who is working hard. So in conclusion, I agree with what you're talking about, but I don't necessarily agree with the fact that you want to call it a bad boy. I think you would just call it a responsible black dude in America in 2008. It's about to be 2009. Like, we have to be that way, right? We have to be proactive. We got to be tough. We got to go hard. And at the same time, we got to carry ourselves in a professional manner. We can't be rough around the edges. Alright, so, good vid. Tell me how you feel. Anybody else who watched it, chime in. Tell me how you feel about my comments.